One can almost say it's too damn early. But hey, how's it going? I'm early. How early are you? Yes. It is. I'm not used to streaming this early, clearly. Yeah, 7 a.m. stream is pretty crazy, especially since I've worked in an hour. But luckily, the announcement length has been leaked, and it's gonna be a trailer. It's only gonna be like 2 minutes, so perfect. Yeah, I still have work. Luckily, I'm working from home, so I can just turn off the stream and then go directly to work. But yeah. I was very lucky for once that this announcement is 7:30 a.m. my time. Right, so I can stream without getting in trouble. I still have an hour left. But man, Nanu, that sucks. So many... It was the same with animation as well. So many classes only offered in the fall. How dare. How dare. But guys, look at Silksong. Guys, we're so close. 22! 22 minutes. 22 minutes, guys. We're so close. It's almost SKONG. It's almost SKONG time.
At 9 a.m. Oh, I see now. Valid.
Yup, and not only is it 9 a.m. for you, Kenobi, also thank you for the 36 months. Where the fuck did the time go? It is 7 in the goddamn morning for me. And I have work in an hour. Luckily, it isn't like a full Kirby Air Riders announcement that'll take 45 minutes. Apparently, it's only 2 to 3. But it's almost time for the announcement of the announcement. It's almost time. 21 minutes. We're so close, guys. We're so close. We're so very, very close. Also, speaking of Kirby Air Riders, have you guys also perceived the 45-minute direct of that? Cause man, I am so excited. I am so very excited. 84,596, and one of those is me. One of those is me. I'm so excited. 20 minutes. We're so close, guys. We are so close. But yeah, shout out Kirby Air Riders. I'm so unbelievably excited for it, even though I don't have a Switch 2. And I can't afford a Switch 2 for a hot sec. I'm so very excited. Kirby Air Ride, the first one that came out on the GameCube, was my fucking childhood. Me and the homies would go over to my friend's house that had all the cool video game systems, right? We would go down to their finished basement, and we would just beat each other up as Kirby's, and it was great. We would also play Smash too, but you know, that's not nearly as important as Kirby Air Ride. We are eating so good this year. We're getting Silksong. We're getting SKONG. We're getting Kronos. Have you guys also seen the new footage for Resident Evil 9? Because man, I am gonna be freaked the fuck out, right? They really decided, okay, let's turn up the horror up to 1,000,000. No! No, Kenobi, no! Especially since Twitch takes most of that shit from me, right? Everyone should get the cheapest emote accessibility. Man, and Twitch will just take those extra $3. I know they will, because I've seen my stats. Twitch will just take the extra $3 and keep it to themselves. Along with the $2.50 they take from the $5. Twitch being rude. How dare you, Twitch? Twitch, I want lifetime emotes back. I know that hasn't been a thing in 80 million fucking years. But please, give them back to me. So that way people only have to pay money one time and just get emotes forever. Please, Twitch, bring them back just for me. Oh, if you would like to find out, we have time. We have time before the SKONG starts. If you want to find out what the Lazor button does. Hell yeah, alright guys. We got some early morning Lazor. Some early morning Lazor is a treat. Look at that Lazor. And Kenobi, if a Lazor gets redeemed in the middle of a game, we overlay the Lazor. It's such a vibe. My favorite Lazor moment was when we put the Lazor during the Sam Higgs tentacle yaoi scene. That was pretty great. That was pretty great. And then we put the Lazor when Sam was crying in the shower. Right, he needed some serotonin. Beautiful. Beautiful Lazor. Beautiful, beautiful Azor. We'll keep that in a new tab just in case people want more. 16 minutes, guys. 16 minutes. And an ending boy for this early. Alright, let me pin that boy. There we go. But guys, 16 minutes. We've waited. I know, right? It's so early. It is. I'm not used to. Like, I set a bunch of alarms so that way I wouldn't oversleep, right? Because it's a Thursday. And I usually wake up on Thursdays at like 7:45, 7:50, and then I meander my ass over to my computer and launch it so that way I can exist. But nah, man, we streaming because of SKONG in 15 minutes, guys. 15 minutes. 96,000 people are watching. Oh, hey, wow, I think there might be news, guys. We're so close. We are so close. It was worth it to get up early and do this ungodly early stream. 15 minutes, guys. Yeah, this is literally the. Actually, it is because Silksong was announced in 2019, right? And then we got nothing. Nah, they wouldn't. Team Cherry wouldn't do that to me, even though they're horrible at communication. They wouldn't. I'm also very curious. We'll have to see if the article released too, because Team Cherry got interviewed about why it's taken so goddamn fucking long with no communication. My biggest theory is that it's scope creep. They just kept wanting to build more and more, and since they had infinite fucking money from Hollow Knight, they just made more, and then they went back and then they edited stuff, and then it was a loop. Oh, yeah, well, it is a loop, not a spiral, instead of the other way around. That's what I'm thinking. Oh yeah, and the slopes. And the slopes. Hornet can slide down a slope. That took 20 years. That getting Hornet to correctly slide down a ski slope took 5 out of the 6 years to create. Yup, I feel like Team Cherry is the biggest victim of scope creep to ever exist in this universe. I'm hoping that they're gonna learn from this because I'm thinking that after they went radio silent for a while, it was hard for them to suddenly not do that, even though that's all that we wanted. So I'm hoping if they ever make any more games, they communicate, and if they don't communicate, then I'm not buying another game of theirs. But Silksong, man, I'm still buying it. I've been waiting 6 years for this. I'm mad at you, Team Cherry, but I'm still gonna buy your game. I'll give you money. I've been waiting so long. I've been waiting so long. Luckily, Nanu, you're not making the most anticipated Metroidvania sequel to ever exist in the history of the universe. Yup. Those 5 seconds of footage. Those 5 seconds of footage during that one Nintendo 2 Direct. Exactly. I think that what really pissed me off was the whole advertising with the Xbox handheld device that no one gives a shit about, right? When the Steam Deck exists instead of, giving us an actual trailer. Here, just take 10 seconds of Silksong footage on this product that we're advertising, but we're not giving you an actual trailer or anything. And that was what, June, I think, during Summer Games Fest. But now, in 11 minutes, guys. In 11 minutes. 11, 11 minutes. We're finally. Listen, there better be a fucking release date for this. Yeah, isn't it? Oh my, that's absurd. That is absolutely absurd. At that point, just fucking get a PC. It'll last for longer, right? And then you can upgrade it as need be, or be like me and be like, hey, can you upgrade this for me? Ask someone else to do it. Like, do people really game on the go that much? Do people really game on the go so much that, well, and then just get a Steam Deck. At that point, just get a Steam Deck, right? It's cheaper, right? Yeah. The fact that it's 700 and $1,000, man. Especially since, sorry, Xbox, no one cares about you anymore. When you don't Xbox, when you don't have any exclusives, right? I don't care about you. Plus, your controllers are too big for my tiny hands. Me not buying an Xbox for two reasons. No exclusives, you can get any Xbox game on PC, and controller too big for tiny thigh hand. So Xbox, I know you're trying so hard, but when you've no reason for me to get your console if I already have a PC, plus having to pay for online like every other console, I've not heard of the Duke controller. What is the Duke controller? We got 9 minutes. We can consult the Google. Oh, that's a chunk. Oh, that's a chunky boy. Look at this boy. That's a chunky. That is a look at that chunky boy. Oh, it's so chunky. Even the logo is chunky. It's so that is a chunky thick boy. That is the gourmand of controllers. That is the gourmand of controllers. Look at that chunky boy with some tiny hands. Yeah, literally though. It's so chunky. It comes in see-through though. That's pretty neat. See-through controllers, my beloved. I wish more companies still did that. But man, is it a chunky boy. Also, speaking of controllers, I was gonna get a Death Stranding 2 PS5 controller, but then I realized the absolute crime that they didn't do the same thing as the Death Stranding 1 controller. Right? The absolute crime. Look at this. So this is the Death Stranding 1 custom controller, right? It's see-through, right, which is cool. Right? It has like the little Death Stranding logo in the center, right? Luckily, the comparisons are right here, right? So this is the cool as fuck Death Stranding 1 limited edition controller. And this is the boring as fuck, sad, pathetic Death Stranding 2 controller that looks like there's just stickers on it. right? We're going from this beautiful, perfect, wonderful boy to black controller with stickers. Yeah, actual downgrade. Like if they did the see-through for the PS5 controller, I would have bought that shit immediately. I would have given PlayStation $84.99. Right? But it's just boring black compared to this beautiful see-through boy. Kojima, I love you. Could you use some of your insane creativity to make a cool ass controller instead of this garbage? Like even if there was an accent orange, right, on this bit, right? I would have probably bought it. But the fact that it's just black with what they're not just stickers, but they look like they're just stickers. It is so sad. Even these boys still have the see-through on them, right? Compared to this sad this sad boy. This very sad boy. So instead of getting this boy, right? I bought the Alan Wake thermos. The Oh Dear Diner thermos. Cuz the Oh Dear Diner Alan Wake thermos, right? I'll pull that boy up as well. It's gone on limited edition so many times, but with look at Sam Lake. Look at him. Look at him. He loves his thermos. Look at Sam Lake. He loves it. He loves it so much. I want to be like Sam Lake. So so I finally was able to snag one of these, right? Because they finally did anti-scalper protections, right? Finally. Compared to the other ones where the thermos was only open for maybe 2 3 minutes, right? This one was open for 15 and I was able to snag one after all this time, right? But unfortunately there wasn't anti-scalping protections on the other Remedy limited edition release. Let me pull that up too, because 500 copies of the Sam Lake signed book and merch was gone in less than 3 minutes. Like, I love Alan Wake, my beloved, but I don't think Alan Wake is that famous in order for 500 copies to sell out in less than 3 minutes. And people got kicked out of their carts for it as well. Yeah, it was. I clicked because Remedy announced it at about 10:03-ish a.m. and it opened at 10, right? So I clicked the link right when they announced it in the Discord server and it was already gone. It was gone under 3 minutes, right? And I love Alan Wake, right? Alan Wake, my beloved. It's one of my favorite series of all time. Besides the first game, it sucks. Sorry, Alan Wake 1. Uh, but even I know that it's not, it's more niche, right? They just barely started making profit on Alan Wake 2 recently. But I wanted the signed boy so bad. So bad. But I'll just get the regular once I get paid. I need this. I need it so bad. I need I have a mighty need. Especially it's the full return manuscript, right? In order. So I can read it again for the third time. Man, I wanted that Sam Lake signature so bad. The fact that 500 copies were sold out in under 3 minutes is insane. So it definitely got scalped. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. So I'm hoping, I don't know what it is about Alan Wake products and them getting scalped in 2 seconds. But man, so rude. So very rude. Oh, but I want this book cover so bad. So very, very bad. Exactly. It's not that popular. It's not like a fucking Call of Duty. Speaking of Call of Duty, I was watching. Also, we have 2 minutes. Let me. 60 seconds, guys. We gotta prepare. Also, Ajag, how's it going? 60 seconds until SKONG. Guys, 60 seconds until SKONG. 60 seconds. I will pause my Alan Wake talk so that way we can perceive SKONG together. Oh, guys, we'll theater mode this boy. There we go. Or should we full screen it? Nah, I won't full screen it just in case there's like an issue. 60 seconds, guys. You have 60 seconds to decide. 60 seconds. 60 seconds. Well, I guess technically 2 minutes. How insane is live chat? Yeah, that's why I don't open up live chat. Yeah, 210. It's almost. We'll begin shortly, guys. We'll begin shortly. We'll begin shortly. Here, we'll turn up the volume. If it ends up being too loud, it doesn't fucking matter, you know? It's SKONG. You know? It's, guys, we're so close. We're so close. I will take those bean points and turn them into SKONGs. Shortly, guys. Shortly. Shortly. It's almost time. Oh, thank you, alarm. That's my alarm for me getting up on a normal Thursday. Begin shortly. I just want to check it to make sure I'm paranoid, right? I don't want it to be started and for YouTube to. Oh, another 2 minutes. All right, we got some. Another 2 minutes and 40 seconds. God damn it, I was debated. I was debated, guy. I know. I know. That's okay. We got 2 minutes and 18 some seconds. Yeah, it is baby countdown. Yeah, we'll full screen it now that we know that it works. It is baby countdown. I'm surprised this isn't red for the Silksong theming. There it goes. That's more Silksong-y colors. Oh my god, guys. 1 minute 46 seconds. Oh my god, we're so close. We're so close. We're so close. Have a good nap, Kenobi. I wish I could take a nap. I'm tired. But nah, man, we're up for SKONG. We are up for SKONG. It is Silksong time. In 1 minute and 10 seconds. Oh my god, God. We've been waiting 6 years for this moment. Less than a minute. Less than a minute. Less than a minute, guys. 45 seconds. 6 years came down to this. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. 30 seconds. 30 seconds, guys. Oh, it's almost SKONG time. 6 years. 15 seconds. It's SKONG time, guys. 3, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's time. Oh, it looks so pretty. Oh, look, guys. It's so... We can... Oh, look at her swim. Look at those guys. So pretty. Oh, look at that map. Oh, it looks so smooth. Look at our girl go. Guys, it's so pretty. Oh my god. It's a real. Oh, and it looks so good. And the combat looks so fun. Oh, look at the... You big suck. And look at her ride. Oh, look at that guy. I don't like him. I'm glad Hornet slapped him. Release date. September 4th. September 4th. September 4th. September 4th. Guys, he might have to delay Chronos. We might. I think we'll have to delay Chronos. Yeah, that's exactly 2 weeks. Oh my god, guys. Wait, is that a Thursday? Yeah. Oh my god, guys. Okay. So I work from home, obviously Thursday, Friday, right? So I'm thinking, yeah, you know what? Sorry, Chronos, right? You're gonna have to wait until after SKONG, right? We SKONGin'. So apologies, Chronos, right? But you just happen to come out the day after SKONG, right? We're SKONGin'. Let me text my boss and be like Silksong September 4th in all caps. Silksong September 4th. There we go. Very important message. So I'm so sorry, Chronos, right? We'll probably squeeze you in there too, right? Silksong. Guys, it's so close. That is 2 week. That is 2 week. Can I pre-order it? Will it let me if I open up Steam, will it let me pre-order it? Will it let me do that right now? Can I do that now? Immediately? Can I put that in my cart right now? Can I put that right in my cart? Not yet, but soon it'll be in my cart. Soon it'll be in my cart and then it'll be mine. September 4th. September 4th. Oh my god, guys, it's real. It's real. It's a real. It's a real. It's real. Oh my goodness. Can I go back and rewatch it? Man, it just looks so pretty. It just looks it looks so pretty. I want to see the weirdo again. The weird that there's the big stump. I want to see the fucking weirdo again that I want to slap. Yeah, I don't like this guy. I don't like this guy. As I take a sip of water. I don't like him. I don't like him. Slap him, Hornet. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. This game is gonna be massive. I can feel it. Oh man. So I don't usually do lunchtime streams. I think I've done one lunchtime stream, right? I don't know exactly what time this is releasing, right? But we'll stream it over my lunch break on Thursday as well, and then after work on Thursday too. And more of that. Man. Oh, guys. Uh 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Exactly 2 weeks. I wonder if that article came out. I have 20 minutes before I have to leave. Let's see if the article came out yet, or if it's too early for that. Oh, perfect. This was 9 minutes ago. What? I can't read it? Because it costs money? Okay, here's... Oh man, that's rude. Oh, don't minimize that. We'll make you regular size. I want to read this article. Yeah, classic paywall. No price tag yet as of a couple minutes ago. Maybe the Blue Sky link has a better link to the article. Oh, okay. This is a gift article. Okay. He posted it on Blue Sky, and I'm assuming this is a gift article then, so I don't have to pay for it. Thank you. Thank you, Cryptid, even though I don't know if you're here, right? But you posted in the Discord, so thank you. Here we go. Why Silksong took 7 years to make. The highly anticipated indie game that has been in production so long that's become an internet meme. Get out of here. The wait is over. It's surreal to write, but it's true. Silksong will be out September 4th, 2 weeks. After nearly 6 years of near total silence from developers and enough feverish anticipation to make it the most wishlisted game on Steam. Yeah. The sequel to the indie hit Hollow Knight is releasing in 2 weeks. Team Cherry, the small team behind both games, announced the news Thursday in a trailer. Why did it take so long? Often such protracted development cycles are caused by mismanagement and result in painful burnout among the staff. But speaking to me last week on a video call from their office in Australia, Team Cherry co-founders Ari Gibson, or Ari, and William Pellin said that making Silksong is nothing but a joyful process. Then why didn't they talk to us? We've been having fun, Gibson said. The whole thing is just a vehicle for our creativity anyway. It's nice to make fun things. Then why didn't you communicate? If it was that fun, why didn't you communicate? The lengthy production wasn't the result of development challenges or obstacles, they said. They just need all these years to ensure that Silksong was exactly the game they wanted to make. Then why didn't you... I guess, yeah, they just went bubble mode. But it's like, guys, it was never stuck or anything, Gibson said. It was always progressing. Just the case that we're a small team and games take a lot of time. There wasn't any big controversial moment behind it. Then, listen, Toby Fox, he's a small creator. People were still being fed some Deltarune news. Yeah, we don't have to read this paragraph. I know that already. Yep, and they plan to release an expansion pack revolving Hornet, but it was so big they made a sequel. Yeah, Hornet had been massive, and their plan outside was to build a smaller world for Silksong. To ensure the game felt just as deep, they implemented a quest system. Not just a Hollow Knight, which is a single full town full of shops and characters. There'll be multiple towns. Multiple town quest hubs. Quest hubs. Even still, come on, guys. Even at least tell Leth, your PR guy, something. Even at the point where we recognized that it was going to become another giant thing to rival the scale of Hollow Knight, probably exceed it, Gibson said. And then because of how we work, obviously the world ended up being just as big or bigger. And the quest system existed, and multiple towns existed. Suddenly you end up 6-7 years later. Like, I get it. I understand. Clearly it's going to be a fantastic video game, and I'm very excited about it. Obviously, SKONG, but guys, it all came down to their development style, which may have been too much fun. Gibson and Pellet, who were joined by programmer Jack Vine, composer Chris Larkin, and a few contractors helped with programming and testing, started off by designing the core gameplay for Hornet, the game's slick protagonist. 2 weeks, guys. From there, it was easy to implement and test out new ideas, even as the game grew bigger. We're very fortunate that we have a development method that is so enjoyable, Gibson said. Not exactly sure how we stumbled into that. Everything comes together quickly. You can see results fast. Ideas turn to something that exists in the game almost immediately before your eyes. I know, Alarm, I'm awake. As you can see, this is when I usually wake up for a Thursday workday. And that allows you to go off on those tangents and meet weird characters because someone's offhandedly mentioned a weird character as an idea, and the other person laughed, and that's enough. Listen, I love that for them, right? I'm glad that they had a great time making it, right? And I'm glad that it was a good time, and I'm glad it was a vibe. But guys, guys. You're always working on a new idea, new item, new area, new boss. Pellin said that stuff's so nice for the sake of just completing the game that we're stopping. We could have kept it going. I'm glad you didn't, because we're finally getting it. Yeah, exactly. The downside of this methodology was that it could have lasted forever. Yeah. I remember at some point I just had to stop sketching, Gibson said, because I went, everything I'm drawing here has to end up in the game. That's a cool idea, that's in. That's a cool idea, that's in. You realize if I don't stop drawing, yeah, this is gonna take 15 years to finish. And you're all good, Nanu. You got to see the SKONG. That's the most important bit. Have a good work day. Lock in. You know, by the way that he's talking right now, by the way that Gibson is talking, I feel like we're gonna get more expansions for it. I feel like we're gonna get more free expansions. As for the price, I'll refresh it. We'll see if we have a price yet. But I'm assuming the first one cost $15. So I'm assuming they doubled that for 30. Because I feel like that'd be a reasonable cost. Alright, nothing. I guess they didn't update their Steam page yet. Yeah, see, during the development of Hollow Knight, Gibson and Pellin frequently posted game updates and talked to players. At the end of 2019, Team Cherry posted one more update, 2019, about Silksong, and then went silent, much to fans' dismay. This is wrong. This statement, I understand how he got to feel that way, but we would have taken anything. We felt like continued updates were just gonna sour people on the whole thing, because all we could really say is we're still working on it. They want to be particularly cautious about avoiding spoilers. Much of the thrill of Hollow Knight came from accidentally stumbling upon secret passageways or break. Well, I get it. I understand. But they could have said this is the part where we're at. We're working on this. We're working on but like we're working on the concept phase. We're working on gameplay. We're working on or we're getting close. We're working on like bug fixes and finalizing stuff. You could say that without any spoilerinos. Plus, they thought Silksong would be out. Oh, so it's a little bit of sunk cost fallacy as well, right? They're like, it's almost out if the fans can just hold on a little bit longer, and it just kept going. Sir, I listen. It's wild because I understand it. I also have this social anxiety mood where I feel like I'm just bugging people, right? But you weren't. We would have appreciated anything instead of popping up and bugging people for the sake of it. It felt like our actual responsibility was just work on the game. Pellin said. Probably at the time we thought we'd go quiet for a year or two, and then the game would go out. 2020, as COVID disrupted most video game productions around the world, Adelaide was able to stave off the worst of the pandemic, going months without new cases, which allowed Gibson and Pelham to continue plugging along on Silksong. Seems a little odd knowing that the rest of the world had such a dramatic and isolating period, Gibson said. Here we are going to cafes and having brunch and thinking about SKONG. Yeah, here we go. Silksong briefly resurfaced in 2022 during an Xbox event, which promised all the games shown to be out within a year. Xbox doubled down on Twitter saying Hollow Knight sequel will be out before June of that year, of the next year. At the time, they all thought it was true. We did generally believe that was the case, Pellin said. There was a period of 2 to 3 years when I thought it was going to come out within a year. You know what, though? I do like this article. Even though I'm still a little bit salty, I like how it humanizes them more. That, it's honestly just they're people and people have fallacies, right? They just made mistakes really with the communication. But the game kept growing. Silksong is more elaborate process than Hollow Knight, more gameplay systems and more interactivity. Gibson and Pelham want objects in the world to interact to harness various tools, which required a ton of drawing and animation work. Guys, this game is gonna be so fucking cool. I think we're always underestimating the amount of time and effort it'll take us to achieve things, Gibson said. That's that. Listen, I can't blame him for that. That's a mood. It's also the problem where because we're having fun doing it, it's not like it's taking longer. This is awful. We really need to get past this phase. This is a very enjoyable space to be in. Let's perpetuate with this with some new ideas. Like, okay. I think as this article goes on, I'm less mad at them. Sonny, are you Sonny? Can't be on the counter, bud. Sir. Psst, psst, psst. Sir, get down. Good boy. You want some pets? Come here. There you go. Come here, Mr. Man. There he is. There's my big boy. My big man. Yeah. Oh, he wants lovin's. He's flopped over for love. Yeah, bud. Oh, yeah. 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 Don't eat my PlayStation controller. There you go, bud. Yeah. He's my good boy. He's my good sweet boy. He's my good silly man. Are you excited about Silksong? Yeah, you are. I've been waiting for Silksong since before you were born. Yeah. And now it's finally 2 weeks. Two weeks. The longer development lasted, the more pressure Gibson and Palin felt to ensure that everything was as fine-tuned as possible. They'd already spent 4 years on it. Why would they rush now? The more time they spent polishing some parts, the more time they need to apply it consistently across the rest. There's a level of finish that, well, listen, this game is gonna fucking slap when it comes out. There's a level of finish that has to be met throughout the entire game, Pelin said. All the way the systems interact, all the hidden work that pops up later, it's multiplicative. As you add stuff, the process of tying it all back together just increases. Throughout development, Team Cheer remained tiny, which may have extended the production time, but also saved them from the slog of having to manage and delegate. We don't want to mess with the formula and then find out it's not fun, Gibson said. I used to manage teams in past lives. I don't really want to do that ever again. You know, that's fair. Staying small also meant ensuring the production practices commonplace at many game development studios. What is Jira? Gibson said when I asked if they used the task management. What is task management? Gibson says. Is it a software? Pelin said, adding that they'd briefly used Trello before their account was deactivated because they didn't use it enough. All right, so it seems like they're just silly guys, right? That you know what? I like this article. You know what? Maybe I will buy more Team Cherry games, right? I feel like as this article goes on, I'm liking it. Yeah, here we go. Perhaps the biggest reason Silksong took so long was that Team Cherry never had to worry about the one thing that keeps other independent developers awake at night: money. During the production of Hollow Knight, they'd stayed lean, sometimes living off leftover triangle sandwiches that their office neighbor would bring them after meetings. My dad would sometimes pop up and give me $20, Gibson said. I'd be like, ooh, I'm having coffee today. That's silly. Thanks to their first game's massive financial success, Gibson Pelin no longer have to scrounge leftovers. For Pelin, who has 2 kids and a third on the way, that's provided inestimable peace of mind. For Gibson, who said he spends most of his time at the office, it hasn't changed much. Live in a very basic 2-bedroom apartment, he said. Sometimes I think, you know what would be better is a 1-bedroom apartment. Because there's even less to maintain. Well, okay, I'm liking these guys again. I was mad at them at the start of the article, and now I'm liking them again. Because honestly, that's a fucking mood. Having a 1-bedroom is less to maintain. It's great. I lived in a slightly larger place when I was still in Colorado, and as much as I miss the cheap rent, which I do, living in a 1-bedroom is a lot less to maintain. Studio is too fucking small, but 1-bedroom is the perfect shit. The game has continued to generate revenue by reaching new players, perhaps in large part to the Silksong buzz. Everyone play Hollow Knight immediately who hasn't, looking at you, Dota. When the studio announced Silksong in February 2019, Hollow Knight had sold 2.8 million copies. The game has sold another 12 million copies since then, allowing Team Cherry to keep working on a sequel indefinitely without having to worry about running out of funds. We're very lucky in that regard, Gibson said. I don't think I ever really think about it that much. Maybe that's the privilege of it. As the years went on, the hype kept building. A Reddit forum, yep. The Silksong subreddit, filled up with nonsensical blabber and made-up tweets, which users called Silk Posts, a variation on the expletive. Meanwhile, chat sections for video game live streams and Nintendo Direct were plagued with the same failed messages repeated over and over. SKONG when? Gibson and Pelin tuned it all out, rarely ever going online. They said they never read comments on YouTube or Reddit, although occasionally friends or family would send them the funniest ones. It's nice that people are very passionate about the game, and that they're obviously formed their own strange or very exciting communities around it, Gibson said. Feels like we're going to ruin the fun by releasing the game, Pelin said. Yeah, Silksong is going to turn into a normal subreddit in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, Silksong is going to be a normal subreddit. Alright, I gotta read this faster. I got 3 minutes until work time. We might not have time for the ending song, but I'll make a note of it for later. Don't you worry, Kenobi. We'll put that as the starting boy. Let me Let me make a note because I will not have time to play an ending song. We'll have to end pretty soon. So let me take a photo of that for later. We'll probably do Rain Roll tonight, so we'll start that boy off there. Yeah, once in a while, people would show up at the Team Cherry office, sometimes with their children, perhaps hoping for a Willy Wonka type experience. Inevitably, they were disappointed by what they found instead. It's a grubby room with cardboard boxes, Gibson said. Yeah, I know people showed up, but I didn't know they brought their children, right? Their walls remain the same dull avocado color that they were when Team Cherry moved in more than a decade ago. They never even put up art, they've been too busy making the game. In early 2025, Gibson and Pelham began to see the finish line and started making plans to release the game in the fall. Players desperate for information devoured every scrap of news, like the announcement that'd be playable, at a museum in September. Hopefully this might finally be the year. Both Nintendo and Microsoft said during live events this year, oh, I gotta hurry. Silksong was planned for 2025, but fans were cautious. They've been down this road before. Meanwhile, Team Cherry kept working. The shape of the game has been finalized for a while, Pelham said. The last year or two has been all about the details, adding small encounters, polishing everything, and tying it all together. And they're still working to finalize things to the last possible minute. As we spoke with Silksong a little bit more than 3 weeks out. Silksong tomorrow in 2 weeks. Silksong in 14 tomorrow. I spotted programmer Jack Vine in the background teaking code from one of the game's console ports. Gibson and Pelham said that they're happy the game's finally coming out, and they're even happier they'll get to keep working on it. Yeah, we're getting expansions then, which they still find enjoyable even after 7 years. They haven't for now shown any desire to take a break, and said they're already, extra content to Silksong in the months and years to come. Launching is obviously exciting, Pelham said. What comes after us is also exciting. The most important thing we can do... The most interesting thing now is what we can add to it next, Gibson said. We got a plan. Admittedly, some of the plans for that stuff are kind of ambitious as well, but hopefully we can achieve some of it. Stay tuned until 2032. Alright, we got time for one Lazor, and then we'll have to call it. We'll have to call... I can be 1 minute late to work. So we can watch one Lazor. I'll do my outro while the Lazor is going. Silksong tomorrow. Silksong in 14 tomorrows. We'll play some Rain World tonight. That'll be fun. We'll start Chonky Boy's campaign. We'll probably want to do that before... Oh, it's someone's birthday at the office. We'll try to finish it before SKONG comes out in 2 weeks. If not, we'll SKONG no matter what. Right? That'll be exciting. 2 weeks, guys. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Silksong Silksong real. SKONG real, guys. SKONG real. Alright, Lazor almost over. Have a good rest of your day. We'll see you later tonight for some Rain World vibes. Silksong real, guys. Silksong real.